Hello, beautiful souls. It's Rose with Psychic Readings with Rose, here to bring you your April 2023 Psychic Tarot card reading for the sign of Aquarius. Now, my beautiful Aquarians, we have a full pink moon on April 6th, and it's going to be in your 9th house, which is philosophy, religious studies, long distance travel, all that really good stuff, right? So let's dive into your reading and see what this month will bring you. Well, the recent past regarding your current energy, and like I always say, time is fluid and divine timing. So whenever you're hearing this video, watching this video, hearing these messages, it will be the right time for you to receive it. Whether or not it's before the full moon or not, whether you're watching it after the full moon, it's all good, okay? So we have the Eight of Swords in the reversed for your recent past. So I want to say, Aquarius, and this is an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini card. So I feel this is your energy. It won't be the same for all of you, but for many of you, a good part of you, this is your energy. You freed yourself from something that was very toxic and binding, something that really made you feel confined. If you see in the upright position, this person is blindfolded, and is wrapped up, you know, in some kind of string or something. And she's got all these swords around her. It is a female, but it's gender fluid here. You know, male or female, it's gender fluid here. But, you know, sometimes this card speaks of, you know, doing it to ourselves, being our own worst enemies. And sometimes this card is about actually people, or maybe one person in particular, who made you feel bound to them or bound to a situation. It's in the recent past though, so it's good. And the other good thing is that it's reversed. So when it's reversed, you know that you can get yourself, you actually knew that you can get yourself out of the situation if you just, you know, took the time to think about how you're going to do it, okay? For many of you, if this was a love relationship and the person was being very possessive and controlling, you've gotten free from it. Or maybe you've worked through that issue with that person. It could be a friendship as well. It could be a job that was confining. It could be a home that was too confining and you felt like you were closed in, and maybe you did some feng shui and you did some clearing out of the home, and now you have more room to untangle, you know, yourself, because everything has a frequency, you know, everything. And sometimes we have too much clutter in our lives. It's almost like self-sabotage in a way, you know. It's almost like we're holding on too many things that have a frequency and a vibration, and it can get us into feeling like we're confined, you know. But I love to see that you've gotten yourself out of it, and if you're not completely out of it, you know, you keep unraveling, you know. So, and because this full moon is highlighting higher education, long distance travel, philosophy, maybe you're about to dive deep into like an old religion or old religious beliefs, or maybe an old philosophy. You know, maybe you're studying that. Maybe you're a student and you're studying that, and this is a great time to free yourself from whatever was keeping you, you know, feeling like you couldn't do it. It's going to be different for all of you. For many of you, if it was a relationship, I'm really sorry. Sometimes relationships can hinder us. Friendships, relationships, family members, co-workers, they can hinder us from moving forward because they don't want us to succeed. Unfortunately, not everyone is a good soul, and not everyone has the best intentions for us. But maybe this person didn't really mean, you know, some people, they don't mean to do it to us, you know. Some of them do and some of them don't. I like to think that many of them don't really realize the damage they cause us and how they keep us back from things. But I do feel like everything happens for a reason, and there's always a lesson to be learned in any scenario, any painful or confinement that we went to. And I know that's probably was very difficult for you, Aquarius, because you are about you are about the people, and you like to be around people, and you like to socialize and have really interesting, intelligent conversations. That's why I'm so happy this full moon is in your 9th house, because that's like very Aquarian vibe, you know, age of Aquarius. I love talking about the age of Aquarius and everything that's about, and especially my Aquarius risings. I love you guys. It's so much fun to talk to you, especially if you want to talk about, you know, you want to dive deep into spirituality or numerology, anything that has to do with the esoteric world. I just love it. Absolutely. And I definitely resonate with Aquarius because there's a strong placement in my moon, and I have other Aquarius placements in my chart. So I love it. Like I said, it's going to work out. This message will apply to you all in certain different ways, okay? So like I always say, the best way to really get a one-on-one reading with me and to really focus on what this beautiful awakening is that you're coming into on this full pink moon, right, is to book a reading with me. And you can find out all my information in my About section, and I would love to hear from you. Okay, so in the current position, we have the 7 of Rods. So the 7 of Rods, well, it is in the reverse. The upright position, you know, it's being, you know, feeling that you really, really have to protect yourself and others against some type of something that is passionate to you, and you're guarding it, right? You're guarding it, and you feel like there's a lot of other things that maybe a lot of other passions that you have to guard. So this makes perfect sense here, but this is in the reverse. Just like these 2 cards are reversed. So with the 7 of Wands in reverse, as maybe I'm speaking to some Aquarians who have a fire placement in their rising moon, Venus, or maybe stellium if you have a lot of fire in your chart. It can be that you're rising up to this occasion. Now fire would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aquarius is air. And you know, Aries, Leo, Sag is very fiery. So if you have a strong fire placement, this definitely applies to you, that you are just now defending one passion. So you were able to break free, or maybe you were able to, you know, sometimes partnerships, you know, whether, I'll get into that, you know, whether you're partnered or not, and whether you're married or not, it really doesn't matter. A partnership is a partnership, right? A domestic partnership. Some of you, it could just be a friendship, you know, it's a strong friendship that you want to work on. And sometimes, you know, people, especially Aquarius, you know, you're very forgiving, especially you have a moon placement in like a water sign or something like that. You're very forgiving, and you're very compassionate, and you're very empathic, especially when you have water in your moon, like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? Even in your Venus too. And your Venus is all about love and luxury. So you're very emotional and passionate and compassionate. So maybe this is something you felt it was worth fighting for. Maybe you and your partner, I'm not really getting a specific person here, so it could just be energy. The energy between you and your partner, or a friend, or a colleague, or a coworker, or a business partner, family member, that, you know, you freed yourself, and you're able to express yourself and dive deep into, like, maybe you wanted to go on a trip, a long distance trip to a foreign land that you have never been to before, or maybe you wanted to go far away. You know, this is a lot of us people are on vacation now at this time of year. So, and maybe your partner didn't want to go with you, and maybe you decided to meet them halfway, and they decided, you know, that they're going to go with you, but it's going to not be everything that you want to do, Aquarius. It's got to be, you know, come from both sides. But I'm also picking up, and I'm hearing from my guides, that this is energy. So whatever it is between you and your partner. Now, if you don't have a partner, if you're solo, if you're riding solo and you're not interested in a partnership right now, then this is just energy, or maybe other people that, you know, you're protecting yourself from. But I like to see that there's progress here, because you're not being so defensive. You know, you've broken yourself free, you know, and now you're not being so defensive, because maybe some of you have realized that you put yourself in this situation. Sometimes we do that, Aquarius. We put ourselves into a situation, we become our own worst enemy, and then it's like almost like a self-fulfilled prophecy that we have to get ourselves out of. Whatever it is energy, and energy is everything. I always say that. So you're doing good. You're doing good. Oh my gosh, I'd love to see this card in the future. The future, we have the Hermit in the reverse. Now, when this card, this is a very powerful card here. It speaks of, this is a very spiritual, many of you are students of philosophy, of old religions, of the occult, of the esoteric world. Maybe some of you study cultural anthropology. Maybe some of you are studying astrology, tarot, all of that good stuff. I mean, maybe it's nothing, maybe it's none of those things. It's just something that's very ancient. Maybe you're studying your ancestry, right? This is in the upright position. This is a Virgo card. So maybe some of you have a strong Virgo placement, or maybe you go to see a Virgo healer or someone who speaks to you about what's going on in the world and philosophy and old philosophy and how history repeats itself. But the Hermit in the reverse is a person coming out of their shell after much study, to, you know, declare it out to the masses. So many of you, Aquarius, you freed yourself from what bound you, and you're diving deep into, you know, culture and what makes your heart sing, right? And you're ready to share it with the world. So many of you are going to be speaking about this. Maybe some of you already have a YouTube channel that you've had for quite some time, right? With the Hermit card here, Hermit reverse, upright or reversed, it's still a great, amazing card. It's very, very deep, very, very spiritual. The Hermit is very wise. They like to go in, they like to go within, they like to do lots of soul searching, and then when they're ready to speak about it, they want to know everything about it. You know, Virgo is very grounded energy. I absolutely love this. Oh, I love all the signs I always say. But Virgo is a very grounded energy. So, the Hermit card is, you know, whether it's upside down or reverse, it's going inward to study something really, really spiritual or really, really interesting, something that it's just really, it makes sense to you. You believe in this, you know, it's like your science, it's like your new religion, right? For lack of a better word, or whatever you want to call it. I don't mean actual religion, but you understand what I'm saying, Aquarius, right? So, yeah, when it's reversed, it's coming out of your shell and saying, okay, I'm ready to speak about this. I'm ready to explore more. Maybe you were studying geography, and maybe it was a certain foreign land. You know, you got to let me know in the comments, because I'm just picking up on a lot of stuff here. I'm getting very excited. Maybe you were studying about India or some other country, Sri Lanka, Bali, Indonesia, Italy, France, wherever, okay? Somewhere exotic, you know, possibly like maybe an island off the mainland that you've wanted to go visit, you know? Maybe it's, you know, an island off of Spain, or an island off of, you know, somewhere in Europe, a small island that you wanted to go to. You've been studying the culture for a long time. Maybe you started to learn the languages, and the language, the culture, the dialects, and now you're ready to travel there. And you weren't in the beginning, and now you're still protecting yourself, my Aquarius, because you're very smart, but you're not being so defensive. You're just being a little fiery, and I understand you're a little feisty, but I love it, because I'm a little feisty too, especially when it comes to things that make me happy, right? And now you're ready to go. You're ready to go on that trip. You're ready to dive deep into the unknown, into the occult, into the esoteric world, into maybe studying angels and how they really work and how the universe really works. Maybe you're studying, like I said, another language, an old language. It can be so many different things here. Whatever it is, it's just really cool. It's really cool. Yeah, I'm really loving this energy for you in April, Aquarius. I really am. You gotta let me know how this resonates with you. So in the, speaking of fire, wow. Maybe some of you have strong Leo placements, because in the advice card or the message from Spirit is the Sun in reverse. Now that doesn't mean it's a negative card. You have the Hermit and the Sun both reversed. You have all your cards are reversed, but that doesn't mean the card is negative. Now the Sun in reverse, I see it as, I'm gonna just give you my little analysis. A day at the beach, okay? And you get to the beach, and you're driving to the beach, and you're saying it's a beautiful sunny day. There's not a cloud in sight, and it's just gorgeous, beautiful. The weather is perfect. It's just like you get that beautiful vitamin D energy feeling. You're so excited, right? And then you get to the beach, you find a perfect spot, and you put your sunscreen on, you put your suntan lotion on, you get your towel out, you get whoever you're with, you get your children ready, or your family ready, or just yourself ready, whatever, and you're ready to lay out, or maybe you're about to go for a dip, whatever it is, and all of a sudden like a cloud comes over you, right? But there aren't many clouds. There's just one, and maybe it's a large cloud, maybe it's not such a large cloud, maybe it's a dark cloud, maybe it's a slight rain shower, which is really, honestly, a sun shower. Sun reverse. Sun shower is a blessing because it's something of a surprise. So I actually look forward to sun showers. If I'm indoors and whatever I'm doing, if I see that it's starting to rain when it's sunny, I run outside with a little vessel that I can capture some sun water, some rainwater from the sun, and I will store it and keep it for spiritual healing and cleansing of like my sacred space, or just for myself. So maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe if this is not, maybe on vacation, when you're going on vacation, right? The Hermit, you're going to study, you're going to the local beaches or something, and it's a partly sunny day, but the cloud will pass. The cloud will pass. So it's still a really brilliant, beautiful, amazing card. And it's a sign of Leo. So maybe this will, maybe this journey, you're going to go on this journey, maybe for quite some time. You're going to spend maybe the good part of the spring there, and then you're going to come home and towards the end of July, maybe even August, or maybe you're leaving to go on this beautiful trip, this very exotic vacation. You got to let me know in the summer, in July, in late July. And yeah, it's just, the sun also upside down reverse is a card of enlightenment, and it's been showing up lately. And I think that's just great, because many of us are being enlightened right now, and we're breaking away from things that were controlling us, breaking away from his word or her word or the written word, and we're finding our own beliefs, and we're taking what resonates with us, and we're making sure we understand what we believe is to be true, and we are ready to state our opinions, but we're not so much, we're not into debating, we're not into arguing about it. We can debate about it, we're not into arguing, we're mostly into peace and love, right, Aquarius? Peace and love, right? So that's really beautiful, Aquarius. I'm really happy for you this month. This is a beautiful reading. I'm really very proud of you guys. You guys always make me happy. Maybe you have Aquarius moon, whether it's your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or maybe you have a stellium in Aquarius. It's just so amazing, right? You have to let me know. Maybe some of you are Leos and you're watching this, you're cross-watching for an Aquarius. But like I said, I feel that the energy from the beginning of the reading was mostly like I said, energy. The issue was just about energy, and you've cleared it out, and you're still being protective of yourself, which is, very Aquarian to do, so that's a great thing. It's a great way to live your life, start your day or end your day with, protection. A protection prayer is great. Affirmations of protection, that you're grounded and you're safe. And doesn't mean that you, can't be a little Spitfire. I love being a little Spitfire sometimes, especially when I'm trying to get my point across. So yeah, so if you made it to the end of this video and you like what I had to say, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button. This way you can know when I post more videos. Please like, please share with loved ones. Like I said, if you're cross-watching with an Aquarius, please share with them. And yes, I would love to see you in the mid-month. Many blessings to you, and happy full moon in Libra. Oh yes, your sister sign. Happy full moon in Libra, your sister sign Aquarius. Many blessings to you.